guys, and welcome to Besterday, where nostalgia reigns supreme. I'm Bianca.
And I'm Emily.
And we're
90s babies! Besterday is the podcast where we reminisce on the songs that had your heart, you guys. The movies that made you have a little chuckle. And everything pop culture from the 80s to the 90s to the early aughts. Think Napster, Wannabe by the Spice Girls.
Charlie Brown Christmas. I don't know why that's in my head, but
it's too early for Christmas.
Whatever. Starbucks says otherwise.
Yes, that's true. Also think white eyeshadow. Did you ever have to wear white eyeshadow?
No. I had a white eyeliner, like
liner,
cream eyeliner.
The liner. Oh my gosh, that was a weird trick.
But I had white glitter.
Glitter. Just think body glitter everywhere. Just
everywhere.
Getting over your entire house. So before we get started, make sure to tag #Besterday on Twitter and Instagram and wherever. Make sure to send us suggestions and rate us on iTunes. Also, follow me at Emilee Lindner and Bianca at Bianca and Rogue.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, so every week we go through what's happened this week in history. So we have 3 cool ones this week. The first one is that Wu-Tang Clan dropped their debut album, Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, on November 9th, 1993.
Wow. That feels so long ago. I was only 2 years old.
Wow. Did you listen to that album a lot?
Actually didn't. I actually wish that I grew up more listening to Wu-Tang because I felt like I missed out on that era.
Yeah,
So.
I think maybe it was a little bit before our time.
Yeah.
But this anniversary kind of is bringing it all back because today, Martin Shkreli, the asshole who has the only
the only copy.
Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, only copy of that album, he leaked like 2 of the tracks.
He is
today.
such a tool.
He is a tool. That's like an understatement, I feel like.
Yeah.
But this guy, I guess he said that he would release some of his personal items from his music library, which includes that Wu-Tang Clan album. And he did, and the songs like sound really cool and awesome, of course.
Yeah.
But we're never gonna get like a high quality version. Or
That's
he's
a
never gonna
shame.
release it. Like he's not a philanthropist for sure. You know what, you guys? We definitely need Besterday today
Yes.
because it's been a long night
man.
and week.
It's going to be a long 4 years.
A long 4 years. So we're just gonna, have a good episode. Okay, so the other one is that Walt Disney's classic Fantasia was released in 1940.
Wow.
That trippy ass kids movie.
Yeah, looking back, I feel like it really wasn't meant for children. Like,
No.
you have to be taking some type of substance. Sorry for people who are under the age of 18 listening to this, but like, you need to be high or like tripping out watching Fantasia. Like, that's not for kids.
Yeah, and actually, when I was younger watching Fantasia, I think we rented it from the library or something, I was bored to death.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. I was like, why is my mom making me watch this? It's so boring. There's nothing exciting.
It's a classic. Your parents thought it was a classic. And like,
Yeah.
it was because it showed off Disney's early animation, but
it wasn't cool to me. Like, a 10-year-old me wasn't like, oh, let me watch Fantasia.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
Remember Fantasia 2000? When they,
yeah.
kind of
revamped it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was boring to me, too.
I don't understand why they kept pushing Fantasia on us. It just wasn't working.
It's not going to happen. Okay, and then our last little piece of this week in history is that HBO was launched 44 years ago.
Wow.
44 years.
That is crazy. I mean, HBO is one of my favorite networks, so it's cool to see them, still kicking, still going strong and producing like really cool shows.
I never actually got into HBO until recently. I got someone HBO Go password. And now I'm watching all the shows. I'm watching Divorce. I'm watching Insecure. It's so good.
You know what? I actually started watching Insecure last night. I watched like all 5 episodes, so I'm caught up now. It's so good.
It's like one of my favorite shows of the year.
Yeah, I feel like a part of Issa Rae is inside me. Like, I understand where she's coming from. Like, the awkward black girl. I'm like, girl. I get you.
And the way that she just writes about relationships too.
Like, it's so relatable. Like, it's simple, but you still has a good message across.
Yeah, and it's not overly dramatic, but it
Exactly.
is entertaining at the same time. Like, it's real life, but also entertaining.
Like, you're still drawn into it. Yeah.
Wow.
Really good writing on that show.
Great job, HBO.
Yes.
And happy birthday.
All right, so we're going to flip it to some more recent news. So this week, your fave metal band, Metallica, they had an interview with Mojo where they spoke about their drama with Napster 16 years later. So in case you guys didn't know, Metallica and Napster had a big court case back in April 2000 where Metallica sued Napster for distributing their music illegally, and of course Metallica won. So now they are responding to the drama once again. I feel like they talk about this every year.
See, I had no idea about any of this, but apparently, like, they really think that nobody stuck up for them back then. Yeah. They think that other bands should have stuck up for them. And now, finally, as all these other streaming services are popping up everywhere, people are reliving the same drama that happened 16 years ago. Yeah. And they're like, hey, we already did this. Been there, done that.
Exactly. Like, we know, like, before, like, Tidal and before Apple Music, there was Napster. And even before, like, LimeWire, like, Napster was a thing where you distributed music. So.
Poor Metallica.
Poor Metallica.
You know what? They won their case, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, and I feel like they're winning the metal world, too, so they'll be fine. Like,
yes. Shout out to Hardwired.
Oh, yeah, that new album coming out, I think, next week. Go get that.
Yes.
All right, so next up is some stealth people, aka data miners. They realize that there are going to be 100 more Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go.
Oh,
which is very intense.
You know what? Why did they have to spoil that?
I don't know. I feel like that could have been a huge, surprise drop.
Yeah.
We're going to have all these new Pokemon.
Some people just managed to work their way into the Pokemon Go system and just found out that there were spaces set aside, I guess, for these new Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then, so now Niantic doesn't have, they can't announce it on their own, basically.
I mean, they didn't announce it yet, but their fans are looking for an update by the end of this year, so hopefully they'll, like, either dispel the rumors or, like, say, like, yeah, this is actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
People are just... Sorry, like, this is such a spoiler alert. Like, just people just like to ruin things. But
yeah.
What were you going to say?
I was going to ask if you play Pokemon Go.
I haven't, but I have a ton of friends, including Fuse coworker Jeff Benjamin, who are obsessed with Pokemon Go. I mean, I play the OG Pokemon.
Like right, Pokemon you've told me about your binder.
Yeah, I had a huge binder of the Pokemon cards, but I never got into, like, the Pokemon Go game. But have you played?
No, I haven't even tried it because... The thing with mobile games is I get really addicted. Mm-hmm. I tried Kim Kardashian's Hollywood game.
See, I steered clear from that because I heard how addicting it is, and I was like, I'm not about that life.
Yeah. I was up at 2 a.m. checking, my boyfriend in my penthouse and seeing, if
real life issues.
Yeah. Or, like, so-and-so was starting shit about me, and I had to go to the club and
oh my God,
talk to her and all of this stuff. It was very dramatic and it was very addicting. But all those mobile games. So that's why I stayed away from Pokemon Go. Yeah. But I thought you, as a Pokemon lover, would be all over
the thing is, like, I'm already so attached to my phone. It's like I don't need another thing.
Exactly. That's how I feel too. Yeah.
But props to Pokemon Go for still killing it.
Yeah, they're trying to come up with new ways to keep people interested because I feel like
I like how they, like, bridge the gap between, like, the new and the old generation too. Like, that's cool.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. All right. So next up is if you're a fan of Stranger Things, they're bringing back 2 alums from the 80s to season 2. Can you believe it?
Wait, who are the alums?
So, Paul Reiser, he was from Beverly Hills Cop and Aliens and Diner. He'll be playing Dr. Owens in the upcoming season. And apparently the description says that his character would be a high-ranking member within the Department of Energy on a quote-unquote cleanup assignment tasked with containing the events of last year. And the next alum is, Sean Astin, who we all know from the Goonies. He's going to be a part of Stranger Things as well. And his character is called Bob Newbie. It's a nerdy last name.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, his character is going to be a kind-hearted former nerd. Oh, there you go.
Mm.
Who went to high school with Joyce and Hopper, and now he manages the local Radio Shack in Hawkins.
Wow, get those radio devices, Mikey.
I mean, I'm glad, after 3 decades, they're still getting work. That's cool.
Yep. Can't wait to watch Stranger Things season 2.
I know. I mean, I'm a little bit not nervous, but I feel like they keep hyping it up so much, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want them to spoil it, because the first season was so good.
They're memifying their own show, because
Yeah.
they're pimping those kids out, like, that was a bad choice of words, but like so much. Those kids
I mean, it's low-key true.
But they're doing so many interviews and like cameos and all this stuff, which is fine, great for those kids. They're probably having the time of their life. But then they're further amping up the 80s theme by putting in these Goonies characters, and I just think that, let it just be. Let it be what it is.
Yeah, just let it do its thing. If it's going to be a success, it'll be that on its own. You don't need to, like, keep pushing it in our faces.
Yeah. Like, let it be semi-original. Like, it's kind of reductive as it is, but...
Yeah.
Wow, shade.
Super shade, but hey, this is what we do on Besterday.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of throwbacks, young Dumbledore will officially appear in Fantastic Beasts 2. The director confirmed it a few days ago, and he's currently looking for actors to play the role of the beloved Dumbledore. Dumbledore. It reminds me of those puppets.
Exactly. Do you guys remember the puppets?
Oh my god.
Please hashtag us. Please hashtag us if you remember the puppet YouTube video, because that was the peak of like Harry Potter fandom. I just remember we would be sitting in the cafeteria just watching that video and then reciting it back to each other, and everyone thought they were so cool.
Wait, you just like literally brought back my 10th grade memories.
Yeah, so true. When Harry Potter was at its peak, such a good time.
I know. Oh man,
so,
our childhood was so poppin'.
Hence why we have this podcast.
Yeah.
But are you gonna watch Fantastic Beasts and where to find them?
Probably not. No.
Why? Are you like a Harry Potter purist or something?
I guess, yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, just looking, I mean, I've like written the trailers and stuff, and they don't look appealing to me. I feel like Harry Potter is more like entertaining and more true to like the magic and the like the bliss and excitement.
Yeah.
And Fantastic Beasts doesn't really do it for me.
I kind of just want to check it out and see what it's like, because I didn't read the book or anything. I didn't read any of the Harry Potter books, and whenever I say that, people get so angry.
Whoa.
But I think that it's worth checking out. I've seen all the movies, and I do like that fantastical, magical world. But you know what? Needs a little bit more Daniel Radcliffe, probably. I'm thinking.
I agree.
So
I mean,
we'll see where it goes.
I'll probably, if it's on like Stars, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to pay money to go see it in theaters.
Oh, wow. Poor J.K. Rowling. Actually, she's good.
No, she is good, set for life. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
All right, so finally, The Simpsons is making television history. They make television history like every 5 years.
Yeah.
But this year, they are officially renewed for a 29th and 30th season. So this is making them the longest running scripted TV show of all time.
I can't believe how that show has been on longer than I've been alive.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
I grew up with it, basically.
The Simpsons.
Yes. Well, I love Lisa's my favorite character, because I feel like, she was me a little bit, because I just feel like, she was a little bit misunderstood, and
she was so smart too.
Just like me. So
obviously,
we both play like a really mean sax. We both really like jazz.
You like pearls
and spiky. Yes. I always spike my hair. And we both have a sibling that's just such
so
a pain.
Annoying. Sorry, brother.
Anyways, sorry, brother. Yeah. Do you have any like Simpsons memories?
Okay, so here's the thing. I was more of a Family Guy girl growing up than, of course, The Simpsons started before Family Guy, but Family Guy was the one that I grew up with watching. Mm-hmm. But I caught The Simpsons episodes here and there, and like I watched the movie, but I don't really have like, I have more Family Guy memories than The Simpsons.
Mm,
I'm sorry, because I know people like go hard for The Simpsons,
yeah.
but it wasn't a big part of my life.
Family Guy is one of those shows where I don't like to admit that I like it, but when it's on TV, I won't turn it off, and I actually laugh.
It suckers you in.
I just feel, yeah, I like it. I like The Simpsons too. I remember watching it every Sunday night on Fox with my family. My dad would just like laugh so hard at The Simpsons that he would fall off the couch. I'm
That
not
is
even
hilarious.
joking. He loved that show
Yeah.
so much. And so like whenever I think about The Simpsons, I think about him a little bit.
That's
And
so cute.
yeah. It's just good, you know, it's can be like a little crude, but not even really.
No,
Like, not
it's
even
not.
really.
It's still tasteful.
It's tasteful. It's
Yeah.
like a good comedy to watch with your family.
Yeah,
You know, because it has that heart in it too.
exactly.
Where like Homer will go and do something really stupid, or Bart will like be a jerk, and Lisa will be
a
perfect.
queen.
and then they'll all like come together at the end. Like,
Yeah.
we love being a family. That's my Bart
That
impression.
was an amazing impression.
Thank you. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, guys, let us know #Besterday of any of your favorite Simpsons episodes or Simpsons memories, and we will have a little chat about it.
Yes, please
Yeah.
do. Okay, so we have 2 major album anniversaries
Yeah.
this week.
I'm
and
so excited about
I am
this.
so excited to talk about them.
Because, like, it's all about pop. And if you guys know me, like, follow me on Twitter, you know I'm about that pop life.
She really
So,
is. And also I am as
yeah.
well.
This is so exciting.
So the first one we have is
Dun, dun,
Spice
dun.
Girls. Spice,
Spice up your life.
which came out on November 4th, 1996 in the UK.
Yeah, it came to the U.S. a year after, but, you know, release dates are always
Yeah.
cray-cray.
Especially back then. Like now I feel like it's a little bit more streamlined, but back then like an album could come out, you know, months before we got it in the US. And
Yeah, we were always left behind. It's not fair.
So the big breakout was obviously Wannabe.
Wannabe.
And that song was huge and continues to be the best karaoke song ever made.
Oh, for sure.
And then what were the other singles? Because this, like I told you earlier, this album was not a big part of my life as much as the next album we're going to be talking about.
So there are only 10 songs on this album, actually, and I feel like half of them were singles. So you have Wannabe, Say You'll Be There, the controversial song To Become One.
Why was it
It's about sex.
Ew.
And also Who Do You Think You Are, Mama, some really good songs on here. I think my favorite is actually not Wannabe. Wannabe is number 2, but Say You Be There is my jam.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that the ballad?
No. I'm giving you everything.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Wee.
Say You'll Be There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wannabe video was really good. It was like filmed all in one take. You remember that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
And they were all just jumping around. They had so much energy. I'm like, how do you have so much energy right now?
I know.
And the Spice World movie,
Yeah.
they really just tried to eke everything they could out of the Spice Girls phenomenon.
Oh, for sure. Because I had the dolls as well. I watched a Spice World movie. I had a huge Spice World poster, like, covering my door of my bedroom.
The Spice World poster?
Yeah, from the movie.
For the movie?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It was intense.
Did you have any other posters?
Trying to think.
Or did you just go hard for Spice Girls?
It was, it was the Spice Girls, and I had, like, Lion King posters. I had Lion King and Aladdin, because those were my jams.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what else. When I grew older, when I was, like, in elementary school,
When I grew older.
Yeah. When I grew up. Shout out to the Pussycat Dolls.
PCD.
In 6th grade, I had, like, B2K posters. And B2K and NSYNC. Those were my two boy bands.
Do you have any posters now?
They're probably at my parents' house on Long Island.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, tucked away and
Yeah.
in, like, the attic or something. I don't know if I want to bring those back to life.
They might be worth something now. Probably
True.
not.
Sell them on eBay.
Yes. The Spice Girls were such a big part of our childhood, but I think I was in that part of my life where, like, all my friends were really into it.
Mhm.
So we all had to choose which one we wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I was Baby Spice because my name is Emily and her name is Emma.
It works.
And so, like, they thought it was the closest. And
wait, were you the baby of the group or?
No.
No.
And
It's just because of the name.
And I just had blonde hair, and they're like, "You're Emma Bunn."
Yeah.
Wait, did your friends choose?
We didn't. I'm trying to remember. This was like so long ago. No, we didn't have like a friend like Spice Girl group, but I was always posh, like just in my everyday life. Like
you embody posh.
Yeah, I was like, because during that time, like I just loved fashion. Like I thought she was like the chicest girl ever.
She still is.
She still. I mean, Victoria Beckham is like incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Posh Spice was my idol back in the day. Yeah.
You are posh, I can tell.
Thanks.
Let's move on to our next album.
All right. Oh my God, I can't contain my smile. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you are grinning ear to ear right now.
This is. Oh man. Okay. Do you want to announce it?
We are talking about this week Britney Spears' third album, Britney, which we received to our ears November 6th, 2001.
Wow.
What
I remember when
day.
I first held that CD in my hand and
How did it
opened the
feel?
CD packaging. Okay, so this is the album that made me turn into a Britney stan. Like I had all her albums growing up, but like Oops and Baby, like I was fans of her then, but then when Britney came out, I was like, whoa, she's about to get big. And
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened.
I think it's the one that gave her a little bit more personality.
Yeah.
And was more self-aware and reflective of
sure.
her fame and her situation.
Yeah, like she was more vocal. I mean, she co-wrote like 5 of the tracks on the album. Like she was putting more of her voice on there and being more honest and more open with her fans. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit more personal.
And I remember at the same time, like, Christina was coming up at the same time, and there was that rivalry or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
And Christina was, like, about to go through that as well, where she's like, you know, everything you think about me is not true.
Yeah, because she really stripped the year after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so Britney Spears was doing that with, like, what was the second single?
Overprotected?
Overprotected, yeah. And she basically just, like, said, you don't know me at all. And, you know, she was such a teen star. So her first album came out when she was still a teen. Well, her first 3 albums. But
and, like, this album, she was only 19, which is crazy to think about. Like,
Bianca.
What was I doing when I was 19? Nothing. And she was putting, like, this amazing album out.
You were probably studying journalism. I have some trivia for this album.
Okay.
If you want. You actually just spoiled one of my questions.
Wait, was it how old she was?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So, ding, 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 you got that one right.
I got a point. I didn't even know it. Okay.
How many copies of Britney were sold?
Well, it went 4 times platinum.
Yeah.
So, how many copies is it 4? It was under 4 million, I think. Or
wait, no.
Or like first like sold like ever, or like the first week sales?
Ever.
Wait,
I have to look this up now because I feel like my number's really high.
I feel like it was like close to 4 million, but it wasn't 4 million. It was like 3.8 something.
No.
Was it more than that?
Wait, I have 15 million written down.
Really?
Is that right?
Maybe it was. Maybe I'm thinking like of that era, not like now.
Like in total.
General.
But if that's true, that's insane.
No, I feel like In the Zone sold more than that. Like sold more than Britney.
Yeah, it was the first album sold like 30 mil. The second one was lower.
Okay.
The third one was lower, and then In the Zone came
like,
back up.
Okay, I'm gonna say 10 million.
It was 15.
It was 50. Oh. Okay, never mind.
See, next question. How old? Oh, I already asked that one.
Oh, yeah.
Which song did Justin Timberlake co-write and co-produce?
What It's Like to Be Me.
Yeah. Do you know anything about that? Because I tried to look it up, and there was no information at all. Like he hasn't said anything about that song.
They don't talk about it, which is weird because it's a great song.
Well, I don't think they would talk about it now, but like even interviews from back then.
Yeah, they didn't bring it up.
They didn't?
Not,
then how did people find out?
Not that I know about it. I guess it was like in the credits, and then you could hear Justin like beatboxing on the song. So like
beatboxing.
yeah, that was like before pop came out, and
That
like
is
he was all about beatboxing
that is so
in the new
2000.
millennium. Like I don't
In
understand.
the new millennium. A lot of
But
people were. It's so embarrassing. Yeah. So, what's your favorite song? Well, actually, I know what your favorite song is because on
Yeah.
FuseTV you did a ranking for the
Yes, I
anniversary, which you
did.
should all go check
It
out.
was very controversial.
It was
I
very
didn't realize
controversial.
people were gonna like take it to heart, but I'm glad you guys did because it showed how much you guys appreciate this album. Because I feel like it's her most underrated album
Mm.
out of all
What do you
of
think
them.
is her most overrated album?
Most overrated. That's hard because I would say Blackout, like just Britney fan and Britney fan mind. Blackout would be the most overrated. But not saying that is a bad album, but that's just one that always comes up. But in like mainstream Britney world is probably Femme Fatale.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's overrated.
Can you guys please tweet at us and let us know? I mean, I'm not trying to set the Britney army
Yeah.
at us, but
I'm not saying Blackout is my second favorite Britney album. I'm just saying like it's always talked about. That's why it's overrated. Not
I
that it's
see.
a bad album.
Yeah.
Because I love that album.
So your
Yeah.
favorite track on Britney was Overprotected. I read.
Yes.
Spoiler
Yes.
alert. But
in case you guys didn't know.
so why did you choose that one over
over
the
I'm a Slave for You?
I'm a Slave for You?
Because obviously I'm a Slave for You kind of set it introduced us to a Britney that was more sexy and more confident, and more urban, but I feel like Overprotective embodies the entire theme of the album.
Yeah.
Like it's all about her saying, okay, this is what I want, you guys are going to listen to me, I'm going to do things my way now, and I'm still trying to figure out what path I want to take, but I'm going to take that risk. And I thought that was so cool.
I love the harmonies on that chorus. Like
It's
the
so
way it's
good.
constructed is just classic. Well, Max Martin did that one, right? With
Rami. Yeah.
Yep. So
Tag
she's
team.
just going with the team that she, came up with.
Yeah, and
And
that production on the album is just incredible too. Because you have the Neptunes, you have Dark Child, Max and Rami. Like, couldn't go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Except for the song that you hate.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry actually. I don't like "I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman."
Oh, I was gonna
Wait,
say
what were you
that.
gonna say?
I was gonna say your lowest.
Oh, When I
ranks.
Found You.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like either of those songs because she has so many good ballads, and those to me are like her cheesiest ones. And I don't know. Anytime I listen to the album, I would skip those songs. I'm like, girl, bye.
Click.
Yes.
But when I'm Not Yet a Woman is just such a
No.
powerful song about puberty
and
just growing up
I
and
couldn't get
not
into
knowing
it.
who you are and just being a young girl but wanting to be so much older but being trapped in your age but not wanting to be treated
But
like
I'm
you're
like,
just this
if you're
little
not
kid.
a girl, not yet a woman, like what are you? Like what is the in between?
A teenager. She was 19. It was very literal.
Whatever. I feel like I just tolerated it because it was like on the Crossroads soundtrack. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let me just like accept it for what it was. But I don't know. It was just very cheesy to me.
And When I Found You, I actually listened to it just because you had so much disdain for it. I listened to it, and
Sorry.
you're right. It's pretty
See,
terrible.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
I should probably make a list on Fuse of like her best ballads because there's so many better ones than this one. Those two, I mean. But yeah, guys, let me know. #Besterday if I should create an epic Britney ballad playlist.
Yeah, that's a good idea. See, we're brainstorming
Look at that.
already. Okay, so let's talk about our songs of the week, which we do
Yeah.
every week.
Each and every week. Okay. I don't know why I'm singing.
So like I said, it's been a long week. It's been a very long
oh
week.
man.
Okay, so
Alright.
what's yours?
Okay, so in lieu of the very numbing election results, my song of the week is going to be Pink's Dear Mr. President.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
So, I mean, this version came out in 2006, and it was targeted at George Bush and his, like, insane policies, but I feel like it's kind of, it also translates to what Trump may do. So I feel like it kind of, the way that she's the way she's singing is very emotional, and the theme that she's talking about, I feel like it relates to how people are feeling right now. So if you guys don't know Dear Mr. President, definitely check it out.
I feel like more people might come out with those kind of songs.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely, so today Miley Cyrus got on Twitter and she recorded this video of her just crying and
Yeah.
bawling.
That was so hard to watch.
Yeah, and she was just like, I accept you, Donald Trump, because I'm such a hippie and I want to teach you how to love and open your heart and all of this stuff. I can definitely see her recording kind of a song
I
like
could
that.
see her and Katy Perry doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being like, hey, you know, we have to accept the results and what happened.
Yeah, and let's see how we could like progress and move forward as a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so my song is not as political, but kind of. I don't know. Anyways, it's Meredith Brooks' Bitch.
Ooh, classic. I wasn't expecting that one.
It has nothing to do with the election, but a little bit, because like Donald Trump called Hillary Clinton a nasty woman, and maybe it's just like embracing your bitchiness and just being like, yes, I am a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint.
Cares?
So the reason actually why I picked that song though is because last week or earlier this week, Britney Spears at her Las Vegas residency just did a spoken word intro and recited that song.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, I checked that out.
Nobody was talking about it. I'm like,
What?
do you not realize that Britney Spears just recited Meredith Brooks?
Like, that is amazing.
It truly is amazing. All right, you guys, we got to go watch that video.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in every Thursday for your Throwback Thursday Besterday podcast. Like I said, like us on iTunes, and always reach out to us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat,
all the social media. Let us know what you're thinking.
Google Plus.
I was gonna say Vine, but that's
Vine.
no longer.
Don't.
I know.
Just don't bring it up right now. Yeah. So, TTYL.
Bye.
Bye.